outbreak. So, guys, today I'm going to be talking about why I'm really done worrying what people have to say about me. And if you're smart, you will be too, because we're moving into, and if you're not already feeling it, you should already be feeling a sort of survival mode that you're moving into. And survival mode means that you do things within your brand that you wouldn't customarily do to save yourself. You do things in your business that you wouldn't customarily do to save yourself. And so, if you're not already in that mode, I encourage you to get in that mode rather quickly, because things do have a propensity to go worse before they get better. Good afternoon, Henrietta. Good afternoon, Robert. Hey, Latoya. Hey, Berlin. If you haven't shared the broadcast, please make sure that you do. And this is coming from somebody who was pretty prepared financially, but it's one of those things where you can never be, I think, too prepared. Thank you, Kiara, for sharing. And so today I'm going to be talking about social media, but I'm also talking about, your different approach in business. And you almost have to have a relentless approach. And I asked people yesterday, would you be willing to contact everybody you know about your product or about your service if it meant the difference between you feeding your family and not? And most business owners that I know are very reluctant. Thank you, Berlin, for starting a watch party. Very reluctant to share their business with other people, because you're worrying about what are they going to think about you. You're worrying about what they're going to say about you. You're worried about how they're going to respond. And to be honest, right now, this is not the time for any of that. This is the time for you to be worried about, are you going to be able to feed your family 6 months from now? This is the time for you to be worried about, um, or is your job going to let back in? Where are you going to get money from if your job doesn't call you back? Those are all the things you should be worried about right now. The least of your worries should be who likes me or who's worried about what I'm doing over here in my business. And let me tell you why. Number one, if they busy worried about what you're doing, they are not operating their business at full capacity. Amen. If they are busy worried about what you're launching, how much you're charging. I saw somebody, one of my clients is actually selling masks that she's overseas right now in Vietnam. And so she's getting the masks in Vietnam and selling them over here. And she's actually not selling them for a lot. She's actually selling them for a reasonable price. And somebody went on to her post and said, why would you be selling masks right now? Why don't you just donate them? And I said, hold up, wait a minute. So what you're trying to tell me is that I should not be making money right now. What you're trying to tell me is while Walmart is sold out every day, somebody say amen if you hear me. While the grocery stores are selling everything that's not nailed down, while Macy's is still running sales and Nordstrom's are still running sales online, you're trying to tell me that I, a business owner just like them, should not be selling stuff right now. Who in the hell are you? That makes no sense. And that goes back to what I say about respect for minority owned businesses, women owned businesses. People treat us like we a trick, and we're not. And that's right. The car industry, they're not donating those ventilators. GM, Ford, and all of them, they're getting paid for every ventilator they build. So why would you be so disrespectful as to come to me and talk to me like I ain't got no sense? Like I should be donating my product, or I should be donating my service. And here's the thing, guys. If you don't get in your head that somebody is always going to have something to say, can I get another amen from the people? I don't care if you donated all of them. Somebody would say you were stupid for donating them. When you sell them, people call you greedy for selling them. And I look at them like, why wouldn't I sell my intellectual property? Why wouldn't I sell the things that I've created, or my products or my services? Because when it's all said and done, who's gonna save me and my family? Folks sitting around waiting on a stimulus check that they ain't even figured out how to send out yet. You got me bent. And that's right, Tanya. They talked about Jesus and they gonna talk. So let's talk today. There are so many business opportunities and so many ways you could be leveraging social media right now to make money. The question is, are you? I'm having a free social media masterclass on Saturday. That's right, I said free. bit.ly/7-day show up. You got to be registered to attend. It's at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. There's not going to be any replays sent out. If you're not registered, you're going to make it. I'm going to be showing, and I'm actually looking for 20 individuals who want to build their social media marketing firm. And I'm going to be talking to you about how to do that. Because if you have basic knowledge of social media, right now you are ahead of 95% of the rest of the world. And so make sure you register for that masterclass on Saturday. But here's where we are. You're going to have to choose between making money or having an ego. Yep, the link is right here. Let me pin it for you. bit.ly/7-day show up. You're going to have to choose between making money and having an ego. So let me ask you another question. If you were in a neighborhood with 1,000 houses, would you be willing to knock on every door in that neighborhood if it meant the money you needed to save your family? And if you're not operating, thank you, Jennifer, for sharing. If you're not operating like that every day, you got to really question why you're in business. Is it making sense? Is it sinking in to anybody? Does this make sense what I'm saying? Every day when you wake up, you should be saying to yourself, am I operating my business as if it were life or death for my family? I'm going to let that sink in. Am I asking everybody I know to take advantage of the opportunities that I have? Thank you, Rose, for starting a watch party. Am I communicating every time I have a chance what I have going on in my business, what's for sale? See, you don't have to tell Walmart that. Walmart's going to run 1,000 commercials a day. You don't have to tell McDonald's that. They're going to run 1,000 commercials a day. I bet everybody here knows what McDonald's has on sale this week. You don't have to tell Jack in the Box that. They're going to run 1,000 commercials a day. But when it comes to us, I'm going to give you an example. I got invited to 3 different business opportunities this week. And normally, I probably would have said, no, thank you, I'm too busy. But right now, I can't be too busy to make money. Anybody want to know what the 3 opportunities are? Let me know if you're interested. Let me know if you want to know what they are. Normally, I would have said, you know what? I'm busy in my coaching business. I'm busy making videos for clients. I'm busy setting up these campaigns. for clients. I'm too busy to take on anything else. That's what pre-coronora me would have said. Pre-coronora me would have said, I'm too busy. Because I'm going to be honest, to a certain extent, I feel like I had gotten comfortable myself. To a certain extent, I feel like I had gotten low-key laid back myself. To a certain extent, I feel like I had started slacking up myself. And this reminded me that this is not the time to slack up. This reminded me that when the going gets tough, the tough get going. This reminded me of the old me, that I'm not turning down nothing but my collar. So the first opportunity, y'all see my nails, right? They ready right now. Oh, I got about one more week with these nails and I'm gonna be out of here. So the first opportunity, I was looking around for somebody to do my nails. And this lady said, oh, we have these press-on nails. I said, man, I know about 100 women that need their nails done right now. It's cheaper than the beauty shop. I know there's a need for it. Sign me up. I'm going to start having weekly nail parties. The old me would have said, oh, man, if it ain't $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, it ain't worth my time. But the new me ain't turning down nothing but my, are y'all understanding what I'm saying? The new me ain't too good for nothing. If I don't have the time, I need to make the time. If I don't have the know-how, I need to create the know-how, because it's time like this. It's times like this that's going to separate the weak from the ready. And I'm not going down like that. I'm not going down waiting on no $1,200 check. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So if y'all want to get in this little nail business, hit me in my inbox and I'm going to get you tuned in, because you know at least 100 women around you that need their nails done. No one can go to the salon. If you're a salon owner, you need to be doing these nails right now. Hello? When they put that lockdown into effect, every bit of my ego left. And my survival instincts, my survival skills kicked in. And I said, I'm not turning down. If I can see a way to make $1, I'm going to get it. Are you in that position yourself? Say yes if you're in that position. So you got a choice right now. You can either make money or have ego. And I don't care what anybody says, I'm going to make some money. The second realization is that trash talkers do not pay your bills. Did anybody catch that? The majority of the people hating on you, the majority of the people talking trash about you, the majority of the people that got something to say about what you're doing, I can't tell you the last time any of them spent $1 paying my bills. They don't pay my bills. They don't pay my kids' tuition. They don't pay my mortgage. They don't pay my light bill. They don't chip in on my cell phone. They don't pay my cable. So why would I show any signs of stopping my press because of what somebody else got to say? That shows, that's my weak mindset. And a weak mindset will keep you broke. Do y'all understand what I'm just saying? My weak mindset would say, well, such and such said I shouldn't be doing this. When is the last time such and such paid a bill over here? And since such and such ain't paying no damn bills over here, such and such can keep their mouth off me. And if you don't operate with that kind of mentality, you will let what other people say about you or what other people think about you keep you broke. Is anybody listening? Does anybody hear me? You may think this doesn't have anything to do with money, but this has everything to do with money. Do you know what I told my team the other day? I have 5,000 friends and 26,000 followers, and we're about to contact them all. Do you want to coach with me? You want to come over here and get start you a social media marketing firm? Do you want to come over here and do these nails? Let me tell you what the other offer was. The other offer was a beauty supply, an unbranded beauty supply. You can put, you don't even have to put your name on it, and everything people buy out of the store, you make anywhere from 30 to 50% off of it. I got how many female followers that can't get out and go to the beauty supply right now? Hell yes, I want a beauty store. If you want one too, hit me up in my inbox. The first level is free. I'm not turning down anything that could be the difference between my family leaving this epidemic well off or leaving this epidemic struggling. And if you really feel like you got it going on like that, that you don't need opportunities, then good for you. But I'm not going to let nothing that anybody has to say, think, or project on me keep me from making money. So number one, you can choose to make money or you can choose to have an ego. Number two, you got to realize that haters and trash talkers don't pay your bill. Number three, worrying is a waste of time. Hey, Delvin. Oh, man, I'm even going harder right now about my money. Worrying is a waste of time. Cantrell, send me an inbox message. Let me tell you why worrying is a waste of time. In the time that you worry about what somebody else could be saying about what you're doing, you could have made some money. By the time you worry about whether people are going to buy it or not, you could have sold it. By the time you worry about whether your launch is going to be a success or not, you could have launched it. Some of y'all have millions and millions of dollars wrapped up in your worry. If you would have just went on and launched that thing, you'd have some money in the bank. If you'd have just went on and created that thing, you have some money in the bank. If you would have went on and just put that thing out there, you would have more money in the bank. If you'd have went on and just, come on now. If you'd have went on and just did what you thought about doing and hadn't have spent that time worrying about what somebody else who, let's go back, who does not pay your bills, who does not feed you, who does not care for you, if you would have went on and did what crossed your mind, you might not be struggling right now. You might have quit your job by now. Your business might be making more money right now. You might be more comfortable right now. If you would have just gone on and done it. See, that worry is wasting your time. And right now, am I the only one that feels like we should be in survival mode? Can somebody help me out? Am I by myself? Am I by myself in feeling and thinking that we should be in survival mode? I bought 2 cans of Lysol the other day. I paid almost $80 for 2 cans. Somebody was like, it don't make no sense to pay $80 for 2 cans of Lysol. And you know what I told them? I said, it ain't tricking if you got it. Did you hear me? I said, it ain't tricking if you got it. And what I mean by that is it was not my last $80. And I felt like I needed it. I'm running low. I spray everything that come through my door, groceries, packages, people. So I turned around and I asked that other person, I said, let me ask you a question. Do you have any purses that you spent over $1,000 for? And they said yes. Okay, so let me get this right. You have spent over $1,000 for a purse that won't save you from the coronora. Are y'all listening to me? You've spent over $1,000 on a purse that will not save you from a virus. But you tripping because I spent $80 on 2 cans of light. Baby, it be people priorities. It be people priorities. And let me tell y'all something else. And I'm gonna talk about this tomorrow at 11:30. Tomorrow at 11:30, I'm gonna talk about how people are still spending money. Don't get sidetracked over there thinking it ain't nobody buying nothing. Come on now. People are still spending money. You better ask somebody. People are still spending money on what's important to them. So your job is to make whatever you have seem important to them. So don't forget, guys, if you haven't already signed up for my free social media masterclass on Saturday on how to make money from your social media knowledge, go to bit.ly/7 days show up. bit.ly/7 days show up. But worrying right now is a waste of time. Now is the time to be in survival mode. Number 4, the main people talking about you, or the main people that got something to say about what you're offering, how much you charge, what you're launching, your business, this, that, and the other. Yep, you see how I work together? Simply Fit by Ashley, you better inbox me, because I'm picking up all the coins that they can't right now. The main people talking about what you're doing are the ones that don't have anything. Because you'll never hear a Bill Gates say you got too many streams of income. You'll never hear a Warren Buffett say you got too many streams of income. How many of you have ever had somebody tell you you're doing too much? Make sure you inbox me on Facebook, Simply Fit by Ashley. How many of you have ever had somebody? Now, let me give y'all the definition of hungry. I've been on here for about 15, maybe 20 minutes. And I told them not only am I about to do the at-home nails, I'm about to do my own unbranded beauty supply. And Fit by Ashley said, I'm in. Some of y'all still sitting back talking about coulda, woulda, shoulda. Katrina said, I'm in. The main people talking about how much money you making are the main ones with no money. I have an audience of women that have a need to get, how many of y'all need to get y'all nails done right now? Nails just raggedy. So yes, I'm gonna start having nail parties every Saturday. Might do nails and hair. Buy your hair, buy your nails, buy it from me. You're gonna buy it from somebody else. Right now is not the time to be saying, well, that doesn't match my brand. Hell, money matches my brand. Can I get an amen? Does anybody realize that if your brand ain't making money, you ain't got a damn brand? As a business owner, it is up to you to look at the environment and say, what can I sell that people will spend money for right now? If you're interested in your own beauty supply, inbox me. You're interested in your own nail business, inbox me. Guys, they talking about being inside to June. And that's just preliminary. You know how many sets of nails you could sell between now and June if you just sold them to your friends and family and church members? I'm not turning down no money. Right about now, you have to choose between making money or having an ego. And when it comes down to that, I don't have an ego because I'm about to make some money. And I encourage y'all to do the same thing. Number 5, last but not least, y'all. And let me tell you something. Please don't connect with me unless you're hungry. If you're hungry and you see the need to start your nail business, send me a message. If you're hungry and you see the need to start your beauty supply business, send me a message on Facebook. I'm going to be looking in my messenger. Even if we're not friends, send me a message. I'm going to find it. But only if you're hungry. Because you got to realize shit don't sell itself. Nothing sells itself. You must sell everything. No magic bullets. But my number 5 question are you willing to do what it takes for your family to survive this crisis? All I want to do is I want you to type in yes or no. And I want everybody listening to respond. People on Periscope, people on Facebook, people on Instagram. I want everybody to respond. Are you willing to do whatever it takes? My friend sent me 40 bottles of sanitizer. I'm going to get my son to put them bottles of sanitizer on eBay. Are you willing to do whatever it takes? That's a hard question. And that means every day when you get up, you need to be looking for your revenue. Every day when you get up, you need to be looking for opportunities. That means you need to stop passing by opportunities that could generate money for you. That means if somebody that consistently generates 7 figures a year tells you sign up for this free webinar and be there Saturday at 9:30, you need to be there. bit.ly/7-day show up. This is not the time to have an ego. This is not the time to be trying to figure out, do you have the courage to save your family? And you know what is saddening me is that the line between the haves and the have-nots is getting wider and wider. Does anybody know what it is? The line between the haves and the have-nots is getting wider and wider. And it's getting wider and wider because they're in survival mode right now. Everybody who had lost millions of dollars in the stock market, they're doing whatever it takes to recover right now. They are in not finna play with you. Don't ask questions. Nobody move. Nobody get hurt. This is a stick up. They are in that mode right now. And some of us are still sitting by comfortable. Some of us are still sitting by worrying what our friends are going to say. Some of us are still sitting by thinking about what our church people are going to say. Some of us are sitting by waiting on a check from a government that is proven. Now, if I'm not here tomorrow, you know the FBI came and got me, but I can only tell you the truth. We serve a government that is proven they don't care nothing about us. We serve a government that is made up of wealthy individuals who have never lived the type of life we live. We serve a government that can't even figure out how to get money to their people. Man, if I was the government, let me tell you what I would do. I would ride from house to house on Brinks trucks and drop the money off cash. Come on now. So if you're waiting on the government to save you, I can only tell you, don't wait. I tell my team, I tell my clients every day that if we make the right moves, we will come out of this better than what we went in. Because it's Easter, can I tell y'all a quick story? It's a Bible story, so all the saints on here, I might not get it exactly right. I read a lot of books and sometimes they run together. Amen. But I want to tell you a story. And it's a Passover story. Because see, God didn't say no weapons would be formed. God said no weapons formed against you will prosper. So even in the midst of this virus, I'm reminded of the Passover and how the angel said, you know, there's going to be death coming. And that if you put a mark over your door and stay inside, you'll be protected. If you put a mark over your door and stay inside, this plague won't hurt you. Sound familiar? You have to remember that even in all of this, we are still God's children. And the word says that all things, whenever you forget, remember, all things are working for the good of those that love the Lord. And it may not seem like it in that moment. And sometimes you have to look just a little bit harder to see the silver lining. But the truth of the matter is, wherever there is adversity, there's always opportunity. And you've got to ask yourself, am I going to leverage this adversity to create opportunity? Or am I going to sit around and wait on everybody else to eat first? A lot of people who had control of different industries historically are quickly losing that control. And when the light comes back on after this perpetual darkness, there's going to be an opportunity for some new and emerging business leaders. And you got to ask yourself, will you be one of them? Will you be one of them? This is not the time to sit still. This is not the time to worry about what people got to say. This is not the time to worry about what other people are doing. This is the time where you get involved in doing whatever it takes to bring your family out on the other side, healthy and wealthy. That's what season this is. It's famine season for somebody, but it doesn't have to be. So again, guys, I'll be back today at 4 p.m. really talking through how you can save some money during this COVID-19. What bills should you pay? What bills shouldn't you pay? I think it's going to be very informative. But if you haven't already registered for my social media masterclass Saturday at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, please do. And just so you know, I'm restructuring my entire business. I'm going to be looking for coaches who want to get certified so they can replace me, life coaches, business coaches, you name it, relationship coaches. We have so many women to serve in this brand that I can't do it all. So we're going to be looking for people to partner with us to get it done. Let me warn you, if you're interested in your own nail business that you can do from home, send me a message on Facebook Messenger. If you're interested in opening your own unbranded, meaning it doesn't even have to have your name on it, unbranded beauty supply, send me a message on Messenger. But my warning is only the hungry. Only the hungry. Not the ones that kind of sort of want to do it. Not the ones that want to do it today and are going to quit tomorrow. Only those individuals that understand that we're smack dab in the middle of a drought. And when you're in the middle of a drought, if you don't immediately start digging a well, when it comes time to dig that well, you're already dehydrated. So it's time for you to start digging a well before you get dehydrated. So just a quick recap, guys. As haters versus survival, I can't worry about what people have to say to me. I can either make money or have an ego. Haters and trash talkers don't pay your bills. Worrying about what other people got to say about you is a waste of time. Now is the time to be in survival mode. The main people that are talking about you are the ones that either don't have anything or are not going to spend a dime with you anyway. And last but not least, are you willing to do whatever it takes to feed your family and come out on the other side better right now? All right, guys, we love you. I'll see you again today at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure when you join today, you share the broadcast, invite others in. It's going to be super informative, getting some of your questions answered about how do you get your money right during COVID-19.